Hey, this is John with the Utopia Experience. So today we're going to be making some vegan mozzarella cheese. So we're here in my house and I just want to show you some of the steps. I'm going to leave a link below to some other sources where I've got these recipes from, as well as a written description of everything that we're doing today. We're going to start with taking a cup of just raw cashews, okay? We're going to throw them in our pot because we're going to be boiling these for about, 10 to 15 minutes. And we're going to use 3 cups of water. So we're going to put this on the stove for, like I said, about 10 minutes. We want to put it on the low to medium heat. Just get it to a little bit of a boil. And then once the cashews have been really softened, we're going to take that and we're going to throw that into our blender and we're going to blend that down. So, see you in a few minutes. All right, so these have been sitting on the fire for about 10 to 15 minutes now. So I think we're ready to start the process of blending them down and making our vegan mozzarella. Now, just as a little FYI, if you don't want to boil the cashews for whatever reason, you can also soak them for about half an hour to 45 minutes. So by boiling them, it just speeds up the process. So that's, for me, I was just looking to do it quick. So we'll take these, we're going to dump it into the blender. Now we're going to need the pot again, so don't rinse it out. So we've got everything in here. We're going to add a half a cup of coconut oil. Like I said, I'll leave a description of all the ingredients that we're putting into this in the link below. We're going to be adding in a half a cup of tapioca flour. You can actually use any starchy flours, but I like tapioca flour. Like a tablespoon to tablespoon and a half of lime juice. 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt, or whatever you like to use. Doesn't really matter. Roughly 3, like I said, more nutritional yeast, in my opinion, the better. So this is about 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I might even add a little bit more at the end. So this here is agar powder. This is what's going to actually bond it all together. We don't want to add this just yet. Okay, so we want to add this right at the end, actually right before we're going to blend this up, and what we'll end up doing is putting this back onto the stove, and then once it's on the stove, right before we put it on the stove, we're going to add the agar powder. We're going to blend it really fast. We're going to take it, dump it back into here, throw it on the stove, and what that's going to do is once we start to heat that up, it's really going to start to just bond it all together, and that's what's going to give it that kind of a gelatin-like, stickiness like a mozzarella cheese block. So anyways, here we go. Now we want to make sure that this is really well blended down. You don't really want any chunks of cashews. You want it to be really creamy and really smooth. So take the time, blend it for a few minutes so it's just really, really, really smooth. So take a look in it, make sure you don't see any chunks floating around in there. So I'm going to put it back on to blend for another minute or so. Just guys, like the smoother we blend it, the creamier and the better your mozzarella cheese is going to be. All right, so as you can see, this is looks like a big giant milkshake kind of, right? So we're going to go ahead and throw this in, but we're going to be really quick because, like I said, if this sits in there too long, it really starts to thicken up and it's really hard to get out of the blender. So we're going to dump it in there and we're going to blend it, pulse it really quick. actually already starting to thicken up. So we're just going to go ahead and pour this in there. Whoa. Actually, you can start to see it already getting clumpy in there. Look at that. See, it's already getting that stringiness. That's all from the agar powder. Agar. 2 agars. So here we've kind of boiled it down. Now, any container, any receptor you want. Like, look at that. Look how cheesy that is. That is just awesome. Look at that. If that doesn't look like melted cheese, I don't know what does.
It looks like ice cream.
Yummy cheese ice cream. That sounds amazing.
It really looks like ice cream.
It does, doesn't it?
Because it's really slimy.
Awesome. So, basically, that is it. We put it in here, and whatever container you've got, smooth it out a little bit. Try a little bit. It's awesome. Tastes just like mozzarella. So good. So yeah, basically that's it. We're going to take this. We're going to put it in the refrigerator for about, I don't know, 10 to 15, 20 minutes probably, let's say. It's going to be really hard, and so it's like a block then. And like I said, it's ready to be sliced, shredded. You can totally shred this, use it for pizzas. It's great on pastas. All right, so we've basically just pulled our cheese out of the refrigerator, and you can see here, I mean, it's a block of cheese. So this stuff is amazing. So just to kind of give you an idea, I mean, it looks great. It's completely shreddable. I mean, this stuff is great for a pizza. It melts. It's actually a little stretchy. It's really good. Like I said, I also love it just with cheese and as a caprese salad. It's absolutely amazing. Just a little bit of balsamic vinegar, olive oil, some salt, basil. Just absolutely amazing. Or if you just want to kind of get yourself a tomato, a little salt. It's absolutely delicious. Highly recommend it. Well, anyways, I hope you guys liked this recipe. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're interested, our next video is going to be on a vegan pizza made in our brick oven. So if that sounds interesting, hit that like and subscribe button. And we look forward to sharing more recipes with you. Have a great day.